Yo, what's going on? It's me, Akil. I'm back here walking around Odaiba. If you haven't seen the previous video, I'm at a family event just walking around and recorded recording a series of videos that of course I'll put out in a timely manner. But this time I wanted to talk to you guys about a holiday that's coming up pretty soon. Just another, black dude, gotta say what's up. A holiday that's coming up here soon, which is really important and quite different from how it is in uh, America. At least I'll just use America as a form of reference, which is Valentine's Day. And if you're unfamiliar with how things rock here, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown. In case you're getting into a relationship. As I walk towards the Gundam statue here in Odaiba, I might get there in this video. I might not. I might get closer. I might show it in another video, but depending on how long this rant goes. But pretty much, let me just give you a quick rundown of Valentine's Day here. It is gonna be included in my book, which is I'm almost finished writing. I'm really excited about it. It's I just finished basically the first draft of it. I gotta do some revisions and stuff like that, but I'm hoping to get it out February 2025. It is just basically a guidebook, giving you all the background relationship information that you will need, whether you're here for just a fling or here for a long term kind of situation, something like that, just so that, all the stuff, the information that kind of surprised me, shocked me, freaked me out as I went through different phases of my relationship. I'm just bringing it, just compiling it in one area. You can just read it and know what's going on. But anyway, Valentine's Day is in that book, and I wanted to talk to you about that. So pretty much, what happened? The main thing you need to understand is that Valentine's Day is not Valentine's Day. Okay, I know that doesn't make sense, but let me explain. So basically, um, if you're not familiar with Japanese culture and Japanese women and Japanese relationships, what your image of Valentine's Day is actually what happens on Christmas, right? The whole Ronnie romance, lovey-dovey, rose petals on the bed, and I don't know, bubble bath and champagne or whatever y'all do, whatever freaky deaky stuff and all that stuff. That happens on Christmas Eve, right? Generally speaking, for younger couples, right? Valentine's Day is a completely different story because it's just only chocolate, right? It's just chocolate. That's it. But you got to be careful because uh, on Valentine's Day you are not giving anything. You don't do anything on Valentine's Day as a guy, right? Oh yeah, this here we go. Let me pan around. I'll get a little closer, but can you give you a little preview? Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. It's a lot. It looks a lot bigger in real life, of course, but I'm getting closer to it. It's a bunch of tourists around there, but yeah. So Valentine's Day, you're basically receiving chocolate from your significant other or people who are friends, depending on a lot of situations. Um, Now, there's a catch to it, though, right? So, Valentine's Day, February, about a month away. You get all your chocolate. Let's say, depending on if you got friends, whatever, you're gonna be getting chocolate from everybody, everywhere, depending on how long you've been here. Just take it. Okay, say thank you, act surprised. Even if you don't like chocolate, just even if it's cheap chocolate, even if it's dirty chocolate, even if it's chocolate with blood in it. Someone told me that one time. They were like, one of my students was um, like it's a thing, where I think in was it in her school or something, where like basically I think I know who it was. It was one of my former students who was maybe like in the entertainment industry, and we were talking about it, and I think she was like a manager or something like that, and basically she was saying like those kind of pre-made gifts, like sometimes crazy fanatical fans will like put their blood in it and like give it to you so you can kind of consume their blood and you can be one with the person. Yeah, this is a great shot of it. Yeah, in Diversity. Ooh, where is it? Diversity. Yeah, but it's a lot bigger than it looks in on video, but it's cool. It's cool. It's different from the one that used to be that you've probably seen online that moves and stuff like that. So I think they got rid of that and just put it up to like a permanent statue. But it's big. It's about I don't know how big is this joint. It's about 40, 50 feet, maybe 40, 50 feet tall. Yeah, about 50, something like that. Yeah, again, it looks a lot bigger than it does here. But anyway, back to the blood and the chocolate. Okay. so so as you collect your chocolates, just keep track of the people um who are giving it to you. Just it doesn't have to be super anything, but you're gonna have different levels of chocolate that you get, right? And but if it's your girl, right, like you got to remember that, because what happens is the next month on White Day, White Day is March. Sorry, this is like this girl doing some photo shoot thing over here. um, um, White Day is March 14th. I always get confused because I think it's like the 15th, and I almost missed it last year. I was like, oh, oh snap! But basically, you're supposed to return the chocolate to the person who gave it to you. Right now, this is important because if your girlfriend or some girl that you're hanging out with, you she gives you some chocolate, you got to remember, you don't give her anything in March, you're in a doghouse, basically. Like, so even if now, what basically my rule of thumb is I give but only my significant other. Like if it's someone who who's just a friend or something like that, you can just give them some standard chocolate. Don't give them like a Kit Kat or anything cheap. Give them something that looks kind of halfway decent, but the level of chocolate you give kind of indicates how close you are to the female, in my opinion. So like for my wife or my mother-in-law, I make sure I give it, even if it's something small, because it's Japan is about quality, not quantity, right? So if you give small but really high quality premium chocolates, she'll be really happy. It could be like 6 chocolates, it doesn't matter, right? Like if they're good. But if you give like 25 like cheapo convenience store chocolates, you don't look good. It doesn't look. It's not a good look for you. So definitely do that, and then you'll be fine. You don't really need to do teddy bears. You don't need to do balloons. You don't need to do any of the typical stuff that is done in the West. Let me pan around. I think the monorail's over here. Can you see the monorail? Oh, you can see the monorail over there, right? Yeah. Again, all this stuff looks smaller in than it is in real life. Like you can kind of see the Tokyo over there, over there, all the Tokyo skyline and stuff like that. I want to talk about Odaiba because it's interesting. I want to do it on my other channel. It has a pretty interesting history to it. I might record another video. I still haven't decided, but basically that's the rundown of everything here. As far as Valentine's Day and White Day goes, just remember, just to recap. February, you receive only, and then in March you got to give it all back. I mean, give more value back. If you do that, she'll love you. If you ever my image, if you are close to some of her, don't give it to her friends. No, don't give it to her friends. Right? Only the people who give stuff to you. Because like if you're giving stuff to everyone, like let's say your girlfriend gives you something, and then you see her and her friends on, or her parents or her in-laws, and you give it, it decreases the value of what you give her. So special person gets the most special chocolate. Even for me in my relationship, I make sure I give my mother-in-law chocolates because we're close, but I make sure my wife's chocolates are either nicer or a larger amount than my mother-in-law's, if that makes sense. Okay, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm gonna do some more stuff, and I'll holler at you soon.